Oh, how the hell did you do that, Lens? Listening to Robert. I just hit the button. I don't know how the fuck you did that. Anyway, just gotta wait till Robert gets here. It's really not that big a deal, but I have something funny for him. Let me get the chatty up. Okay, chat is up. Any minutes we have you here, Linz, is fantastic. What's up, Cupid? Cupid? Oh, Cupid, did you get my my email about the picture thing? I still didn't send you the genre games. I still didn't send you the rough sketch or whatever, but I just want to make sure that you got it. I'm featuring the art of the lovely Linz V tonight on my thumbnail. I really like that picture a lot. As per usual, there's not going to be much of anything. You know, I didn't prepare anything. You're quite welcome. Adam's in. I still don't know how to say this. Therion Knight, I'm supposing. My Jet 1A, as I know the name, but A1 now. Hello. Poppy, would you like some sausage? Poppy, would you like some sausages? That's right. Absolutely nothing, Scott. No, but I just want to make sure Rob's here. Because, yeah, something good for him. Good for him. It's gonna make my life a living hell for at least a week, I'm sure. Still waiting. You got your sausage? Excellent, excellent. And yeah, oh, here he is. All right, awesome. All right, well, change your clothes and let me know when you're ready to watch the screen. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Poppy. Whenever, I mean, not that anybody needs to tell you anything, but we're happy to have you for 5 minutes. You know, whenever you pop on. You know how it is. Rich Spirit. Sounds like a cigarette brand. I guess I can talk about some bullshit before Robert's ready. Does anybody know anything about, what the hell, you know, stocks and shit? I asked because I'm wondering, I've had these stocks lying around, and I checked a few years back. You know, I'm not going to show you all of them, but there's a bunch. I checked a few years back, and I don't think they were worth anything. And I'm wondering, you know, shifting timelines and all that shit, if in one of them they're going to be worth, you know, something, and I should, like, I'm going to hold on to them anyway, because, you know, I've had them for this long. Doesn't really matter, but that would be fucking awesome if, like, somewhere they're worth a ton of dough, and or, you know, anything really. Buy a big chunk of land, and or an island, you know, we could all move there. Oh, he's ready. All right, so Robert, you were busting mine and Korrie's balls the other day about, like, we're flirting with each other, and while I will still say that I was not flirting, just being, you know, having fun or whatever, I'm gonna show you some pictures of my high school sweetheart. Tell me if you think it looks like anybody you know. Hopefully that's coming in good. Kinda looks like her, don't it? So this is just fuel for the fire there, Robert, so you can bust mine and Korrie's balls some more. That's all. You can go back to your stream now. I just thought it was interesting, is all. So what do you think? Does it... Alright, I see an OMG. So, I'm assuming it does look like her. And the funny thing is, you know, Korrie's into chicks, and my high school sweetheart, she thought I was a chick for, you know, the 3 years that we were dating. I was, you know, one day I said something about, you know, my balls, and she was like, "What do you mean balls?" I was like, "What do you mean, what do I mean?" She goes, "I thought you were a girl." I go, "Girl? What are you talking about?" I was like, "My penis." She's like, "I thought that was a swollen clit." I was like, whatever. Just a little joke I like to tell. Do you know, Therion Knight, do you know where I can go to check these out, or just type it in Google? Because I would like to find a place that I could, you know, look them all up, but because sometimes apparently those things aren't reliable. I actually had a friend that was all, yeah, baby dick, exactly. Let me turn this fucking thing down. Okay. I had a friend that was all into stocks, maybe 10 years ago or something, look into it for me, and he actually, he said that, like, I couldn't really check online, but he asked, I guess, his broker or whatever, and he said, no, they weren't worth anything, but, you know, if you know somewhere that's very reliable. Oh, Korrie. Did you see him yet, Korrie? I was telling Robert, this is my high school sweetheart, and she kind of looks like you. Basically, did I show that one? Whatever. Just fuel for the fire for Robert to bust our balls. Did you see him, Korrie, or did I take him away too fast? I guess you saw him. Okay. Nerds. Okay. You know what? I'll just show pictures all night because I don't really have any. I have a couple things I think to talk about. Oh, you know what? I'll get that out of the way because it's really nothing. This is about, like, the whole manifesting thing, and I don't really know if this is, you know, hold on, if this counts as manifesting, but a couple of years ago, when I was unemployed yet again, and my friend Rob was also unemployed. Isn't it weird? So anyway, I was dead broke. I might have had 50 cents to my name, and I needed about $300 within the next 2 days to get something. I don't really remember what, but it was like something I really had to get. So I was worried about it, and, like, you know, it was on my mind all day. And my friend Rob called me up out of nowhere, and he was like, "Do you have any Nintendo 3DS systems? I got to get the kids a couple for Christmas." And he was also out of work for a while, and I don't know where he could have gotten the money, but anyway. So I was like, yeah. Yeah, I do. But I didn't want to, like, take advantage of him or something, because they have a different system called the 2DS, and he could have bought those brand new for less than the 3DS. So I was like, you should just buy those. I was like, the only difference is, you know, it doesn't have the 3D option, and it's really not that big a deal. I was like, they're less money, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I want to get him the 3D one. So it ended up being like $300. But to feel, you know, not like I cheated him or something, I threw in a bunch of games or whatever, so at least I could sleep at night. But the $300 came, you know, right when I needed it. I thought that was a little weird. That is all. This has nothing to do with anything really. But when I was in high school, and, like, you know, 10 times as awkward as I am now, and I would get very what's the word? Just anxious and, like, nervous, and it wouldn't matter how much deodorant I put on, and I would get that stuff, I think it was called Degree, and it would like stop you from sweating, but I would cake it on like crazy. Made no difference. I just called them the drips, like my armpits would drip like a faucet. It was disgusting, but it didn't stink or anything, so whatever. Yeah. What's this? Oh, Scott H has a long penis. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Not me. Tell you, I'm not even joking. It's like hung like a light switch. Okay. Some pictures. Shit, you know what? I hope this is gonna show up right. Alright, good, it's not too bad. It's VW. You know, I don't know if you can really see it, but the yeah, it's way too small. The emblem doesn't have the split. What the hell is this? Hold on. It's me wearing an MTV shirt. The logo looks weird. Like the M is all, it's off somehow. I don't know how to really explain it, but I gotta find somewhere to put these fucking things. Just throw them in there. Okay. I remember somebody talking about like a big snowstorm back in the 80s, I guess. This is from 1983. It was the biggest snowstorm I think we ever had up until that point. It was about 3 foot, roughly. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that really, well, you know, what that was all about, but Showbiz pizza place with those creepy animatronics. I mean, look. I mean, I'm like, my face is, I'm just like trying not to look at that thing. Those things are so disturbing. Someone's texting me. Yeah, whatever. Me with a Care Bear. You'll notice I'm looking off to the side. There's, you know, certain memories you remember so vividly. Like this one, when I picture it, I'm like, I go back there, and it's so odd how I could remember that so perfectly, and I can't remember anything like from yesterday. But anyway, I'm looking off to the side because there was like some older kids, I'm assuming high school, and they were making fun of me from like across the room, and it was pretty funny. They were like, look at that stupid kid. This is from Hawaii. The clouds are, you know, very low. And I mean, I don't remember if they were always like that in this picture or not, but, you know, just something worth noting. Because the sky has dropped here. This is me. And this girl trying to give me a smooch on my birthday. Just like back then. Still don't like chicks. I'm all sorts of gay for rock biter. This is me and my grandma, who I used to call Bammeyer, because I couldn't say grandma. Bammeyer. It's me all dressed up, because my grandfather was going to see my grandfather in the hospital. He was dying, so for some reason you have to dress up like a monkey when people die. Whatever. It's enough with the cars. This is just, I thought this was funny because it's like, what was that, preschool. Everybody's like in a line. I'm the one, you know, the only one sticking out the back because don't like to follow rules. Me falling asleep in the tub. I covered up my little wiener because it's the same exact size as it is now. I don't know why my mother decided to take a picture of that, but I still do. I fell asleep in the tub about a month ago. Girlfriend had to break in the bathroom to wake me up, which is weird because I don't know how she did it, or even if she would know how to do that. That might have been another fucking death, uh, death day. This is my mom next to her first car, VW. You know what? I think Robert, I think you brought it up one day on one of your streams. I remember them being called bugs, not beetles. I don't know if that was the official name, but they were always referred to as bugs when I was a kid. Anybody else with that? You sleep in the shower, crazy. I've fallen asleep standing up, a lot. It's very weird when you wake up. Bugs, you do remember. Now, do you remember if that was an official name for them? Wow, I'm seeing a lot of yeah. Slug bugs, I don't remember that one. That's cool, though. Yeah, we do call all small little insects bugs, but slang? Okay, just making sure. It's me being a little fucking jerk off. Like, I look so fruity. Like, I think I had a leather jacket on or something. But I always had to be like a little asshole and do stupid things. Like, again, in a monkey suit. Can't just sit there and take a nice picture. Gotta be an asshole. This is the whatever you call it, just by the hallway to our kitchen. I used to like to climb up the sides of it. Whatever. Just showing you for no reason at all. This is my uncle. If you listen to the interview with my mom, this is before he got all serious and crazy and weird. He used to, be very goofy and fun. And yeah, this is me. I fell asleep in the laundry basket. Proves I am or was a cat at one point. This is another naked baby picture. I remember the exact moment when this was taken, and my mother telling me to look over here, and I looked over at the camera. Again, another one of those I'm there when I think about it. It's very weird. This picture, I'm assuming Halloween. Dressed up as a sheriff. My mother sent this in for the high school yearbook. When they do that when you're like a senior or whatever. And yeah, I got my balls busted about that for quite some time. It's my baby kitty, Nuggets. Miss her very much. I never told the story about that, like why she was named Nuggets, because I can never, cats don't get normal names with me, and usually there's like, some kind of reason or story behind it. So she was called Nuggets because in 5th grade I had a friend, Mikey, and I don't remember what day, but every week during lunch, there would be like pizza day or whatever. There was always a chicken nugget day, and so he'd call them cat paws. So I called her Nuggets because she has cat paws. And but yeah, it didn't end there. I had to I named like every part of her. Like she had nuggets for feet, spaghetti for tail, chicken tenders for back feet, breadstick legs, tic tac teeth, M&M eyes, potato chip ears, Oreo cookie fur, because she was black and white. That might be it. Bubblegum tongue. Like that stupid John Mayer song. What the hell is it? That dude's a fucking asshole. I don't know, his music sucks. Suppose he's not an asshole, but whatever. This is just a funny picture of getting my hair cut when I was probably about, I don't know, 13, 14, and the stylist dude, clearly he was gay, but he was very funny. Um, yeah. This is the best picture ever. This is my grandmother when she was dying, and they hired her a male stripper. Look at her checking out his package. That's funny shit. Anyway. Baby, my mom, or whatever, put a wig on me. That's kind of silly. I don't know if I ever talked about this one. But, alright, well, I'll tell the story first. So, one Halloween, I had a Pac-Man costume. And, all it was a crappy plastic mask and, like, a vinyl, like, jumpsuit type thing. And the jumpsuit got, like, a rip in it. It wasn't, like, terrible or anything, but I guess I was, like, upset about it. So, my mother wouldn't let me wear it because it was ripped. So, anyway, instead of, you know, fixing it or whatever, my mother and my uncle made me dress up as a nurse, and this scarred me for life. That's my sister next to me, by the way. But, yeah, it was, I was so upset about that. And so we had to go to the school, and they had, like, a contest with the costumes, like whoever had the best costumes. I didn't win, but I was like in the running or whatever. So they would like call the kids up, and thank you, QP, Nurse Baylo. So they'd call the kids up, and when I went up onto the, like, on a stage too, which was double terrifying. When I walked up, one of the lady teachers was like, "Oh, aren't you so pretty?" And I was like, oh, it was the worst. It was the absolute worst. You're telling me it was messed up, but I mean, now I can laugh at it, but at the time, for about 15 years, you know, that's why I do drugs, folks. That's exactly why. These are some pictures of my grandfather on my mom's side when he was drunk, which was apparently all the time. Here's him having a butt. Here's him being goofy, lifting his shirt up for the camera. And he had no teeth either, which I'm quickly becoming just like him. I don't know what he's doing there. What is he doing there? Just being weird. And this is one with my grandfather and grandmother drunk, and she's throwing up outside the car. It's I mean, you never see pictures like this, like of you know, crazy shit going on in old pictures. It's usually just people standing there. I thought this was funny and interesting. This is her passed out in the back seat before throwing up, I'm assuming. My mom and my grandfather, this one, she was getting married to my pops. And this is us. We went on a, one of those carnival cruises. I was in 4th grade. It was cool because it was a surprise. My mother was supposed to only be going with my grandmother, but she was like, "Yeah, come with us. Just see us off to the airport or whatever." So me and my sister both got in the taxi, and when we got there, she was like, "Oh, surprise, you're coming with us too." And it was I think it was a week-long cruise, and it was pretty fun. That was the first time I ever saw the movie The Goonies, and that's like my favorite movie of all time next to The Christmas Story. And I don't know which one I like better, but probably Goonies. But when they were going to show it, they were like, "Did any of you ever see this movie, The Goonies?" And I thought it was The Ghoulies, like that crappy horror movie from the 80s. I was like, "Yeah, that movie sucks." And like all the kids around me were like, "What? No, that movie's amazing." Anyway, long story longer, you know, I didn't see it, and then they played it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is the best movie ever." Nothing to do with anything. Is there anything else? Oh, I think I have more pictures on the phone, but hold on, let me just see if there's anything Any questions, comments? Yeah, Goonies is the shit. Oh, wait, I had one more. This is Harley Davidson, me on it. And I don't know if you can see the logo, but it says Harley-Davidson. I don't know if it was always like that. Just thought I'd show it for you people who would know. Anything else? Anything else? Alright. Oops. Let me see. Pardon me. Okay. Questions, comments. You remember? Like I remember Davison from a long time ago, but it's not like a very clear memory. Oh, Robert, do you remember it being Harley and then Davidson on the bottom, and then in the middle it said motorcycles? Because I remember that from only a few years ago. And it was definitely like that, because I remember thinking it's very odd that you can't really even make out the Harley and Davidson. It looks like the font and everything. And I was like, why would they put motorcycles clear in the front? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. '97 roughly? Okay. Okay, awesome. Just throwing it out there. Just a weird thing. Oh, you have one, huh? Alright. Let me go up a little bit, see if I missed anything. I usually read these afterwards, but Scott Harrison, that explains a lot with the nurse thing. Yes, it does, doesn't it, wise ass? Oh, shit. Korrie, I think you had a story about a baseball bat and, like, hitting someone with it. Was that you? Korrie? Anyone? Okay, because I remember saying that I had a baseball bat story. You know, again, nothing to do with anything. But anyway, I was making a tree house in my backyard. Your mom's ex-boyfriend. Okay. Did you say you hit him in the knees? Just want to make sure before I start. You know what? I'm just gonna tell the story. Anyway, all right. So I was making a tree house in my backyard, and I didn't get very far, just like a couple of the steps up. So anyway, my neighbor from across the street, Steve, came over, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm gonna start a club. I'm making a tree house." He goes, "I'm gonna be the leader of the club." I go, "No, you're not." He goes, "Yes, I am." I picked up a wooden baseball bat, boom, hit him in the knee. He went down, started crying, and ran home. I'm a dick. Anyway, so I went over there a little later to like apologize. His knee was like, it was the size of a softball, like a big softball. It's crazy. You went for the knees. All right. Well, I only got one knee, so you're one ahead of me. So oh well. But wonder how many of us have the same story roughly. I'm very not violent, but there's been times here and that kid used to fucking piss me off a lot. I think the only times I ever got in fights was with him. But yeah, I mean, seriously, like maybe 3 fights my whole life, and they were all around the age of 10 to 12. Let's see. I don't see anything with my name on it, so oh wait, there's one. I've got an erection in that picture. How could you tell? Probably right, though. Okay. So, back down to the bottom, and Robert has a bat story. Awesome. We are Batman. And there was another time, thinking of the same kid. We were standing in his driveway, and I don't remember why, but he decided to punch me, and he punched me in like the side of the head. Oh, it was this side actually, but it didn't hurt me at all, and he just about broke his hand. Like another time when he went down and got up and ran back in the house. I don't know. Maybe it's just another weird thing about how we're different. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to the pictures on my phone. I was gonna take pictures of all the pictures, but I was like, you know what? That's a big pain in the ass. So I'll just show them. But I already took some from. Oops. Took some on the phone. What the fuck is going? Oh, hold on. 33 minutes in. Every time I look at the phone, it's always a 33 lately. I already sent you an email about this, Korrie, but you were talking about the Scream thing, and if you didn't look yet, there's a bunch of residue on DeviantArt. That's a pretty good place to check. The fuck, come on. But I sent you 4. This is a picture. Oh, shit, I gotta fix this. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta flip them around. Okay. Oops. How did I do that? Yeah, whatever. Alright, whatever. This is a picture I've never seen before in my life, and I found it today. Turn sideways. Just my father and I sitting on the deck in our backyard. Why is it so goddamn bright? Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know if you can really make that out, but I have a weird hat on. It's like it's like a sailor hat or something. It's probably hard to see because everything's washed out, but I don't remember having that hat, and I definitely never saw this picture before because I looked through most, if not all, my pictures twice in the last 6 months, and this one came out of nowhere. This is me when I was like 12 on a skateboard. The Batman symbol looks a little weird, but I know it's hard to fucking see anything on this. Another one I gotta turn around. Sorry. This is a picture of me at my friend's wedding. I don't know why, but all the pictures my mom took that day have a real weird purple tint to them. But boy, do I look gay in that. I used to bleach my hair all the time. Let's see. Man, there's a whole bunch I gotta fucking flip around. Hold on. You know what, I'm gonna do that and then I'll get back to you. Talk amongst yourself. How y'all doing, motherfuckers? One of these days I'll come prepared. One of these days. Sigh. And I just found out that Rockbiter has been uploading videos for like the past couple weeks, and that's a big shock because number one, I've been bothering about it for quite some time, and I was subscribed to it. He confirmed that, and yeah, I mean it's good because I have a bunch of Rockbiter videos to watch, but it's just odd. I'm telling you, he didn't have anything. Fuck, man, come on. I'm definitely going to be taking a night off from streaming soon. I don't know which night though. So if anybody wants to take that slot, I'll let you know as soon as I know. But I'm gonna most likely the 22nd. I don't know what it's the 19th today. So yeah, 22nd because it's my anniversary that I met my girl. No, our first date. So I'm gonna take her out. Not kill her, you know. Not today, not this week anyway. Almost done, folks. No, I'm not. Well, I got a few more. Maybe I can do a whole bunch at once. No, I probably can't. I'm getting mighty tired of this cold, too. It's April, and it's still freezing here. It's fucking annoying. Alrighty. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. Why are these phones so fucking slow? I found a bunch of postcards too. Maybe I'll show those tomorrow. I don't know if maybe there's something in them that is interesting. I have a picture of one on here that I'll show you now, but yeah. Come on. Oh, the whole reason I'm even showing these is because today I was trying to find that the newspaper clipping of my grandmother about the open heart surgery thing. I know it will have changed, but I still want to show it anyway. Smoke. Oopsie. You know, sometimes my fingers don't even work on the screen because they're like ice cold. You guys ever get that? I think a couple of you have talked about that before, how you're always cold and like sometimes your fingers or toes will get numb. That happens to me all the time. What is going on with this fucking thing? I'm really almost done, I promise. Got another one of the nurse Halloween thing. Forgot about that. More traumatic episodes from my life. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys want to sit around watching me fuck with the phone all night? I can do that. Fucking work, you asshole. There. I think I'm done. Okay. No, I'm not. One more. This is it, I promise. Piece of shit phone. Wow, now it's frozen. Alright, here we go. Wow, what the fuck? Alright, now I'm done. Alright, here we go. It's frozen again. Yeah. This is fucking ridiculous. Alright, good. Now we go back up. And what the fuck? One more. Kick me out. Alright, here we go. So, this is a picture of me as Freddy Krueger on Halloween. My friend Scott was a pirate, butt pirate. And this is me with my cat when I was a kid. Her name was Licky, as in licorice, but she always used to lick you. And I'm wearing Batman shirt again, and can't really see much of it, but definitely looks a little different than the one from today. Get out of there. This is my grandfather. That's the one that I told the story about. He filled an old lady's heating oil and didn't charge her anything or whatever. Charged it to the school. I thought that was awesome. This is my grandmother when she was sick and skinny. There's a picture at the end when she was heavier. This is a picture of my dad grabbing the boob of a statue somewhere. I don't know where. But sometimes my father can be a little bit funny. Usually not, though. This is my dad's brother who is my uncle. He looks like Ron Jeremy, but it's kind of hard to tell in the picture. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you really can't tell, but Ron Jeremy's a porn star, in case you don't know. This is a picture of me with my my aunt, and you'll see I was 20 in there, and you'll see I'm wearing a shirt that says straight edge on it, which basically means you don't drink or do drugs. That's my sarcastic sense of humor. This is a sunset from Hawaii. Probably too hard to really see what's going on, but sunsets really don't look like that anymore. This is when I went to a video game convention, and you know they always have these booth babes there, and instead of like, you know, most dudes will go up there and like put their arms all over them and whatnot, and they're smiling. I have them do weird things, like you can't really tell, but the one chick on the side here, she's holding her nose as if I stink, and then the other one is like, please, motherfucker, putting her hand up, and, like, talk to the hand, if you remember that saying. And then this one, I had the one kicking me in the nuts, and then the other one's giving me the other one's giving me a donkey punch, which is, you know, popping you in the back of the head. This is me with Jaws, or Richard, what's his name? Keel? Richard Keel, I think. Also in Happy Gilmore. They had him for some reason at one of these things. He's grabbing my dome. And when he would like sign the pictures and stuff, I was like, can you write, what's the line from Happy Gilmore? He goes, and you can count on me meeting you in the parking lot, shooter, or whatever. I told him to like write the whole thing out. He goes, how about I just write like hi or something? It was something like one word, and I was like, yeah, that's fine too. This is me with my uncle when we were in Hawaii. This is my Aunt Dee Dee and my Uncle Kevin, and I'm assuming that's my mom. Or, you know what? No, that's my aunt's daughter. What am I talking about? That's my cousin Lisa. She was a really cool lady. Smoked like a chimney, just like me. Apparently that's how she died. Her lungs were all fucked up towards the end. Here's another sunset. Me with my uncle again when he wasn't weird. Miserable me at 15, wearing a Misfits t-shirt. This picture makes me sad for some reason. It's my Aunt Dee Dee holding me. Aunt Dee Dee and Grandma. Bammeyer. Aunt Dee Dee smoking. Lounging and smoking. This is a postcard that has rockets. It says, greetings from Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama, home of the Redstone Arsenal. I'm just showing it because maybe the rockets look a little weird or something. They look odd to me, but not that I know anything about that shit. What is this? Oh, this is another postcard. Niagara Falls, but it says Niagara, unfortunately. I was hoping it would say Niagara, like it used to be spelt. Stonehenge postcard for some reason. I don't know if it's easy enough to see, but maybe there's something in there worth... Oh wait, you know what? I'll turn it sideways, how about that? And zoom in a bit. Does that look right or wrong? I don't know. Elvis. I know a lot of people say he looks different, so I don't know if that looks, you know, how you guys remember or what. This is my sweetheart Mary when she was a little kid. She's adorable, then and now. And this is me and my sweetheart Mary recently, maybe a few years ago. And my kitty Nuggets yawning. And here's that other nurse picture. I don't know if you can see the expression on my face, but boy, am I miserable in that. Let's see if I can turn it down. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Maybe it's a little better, easier to see. Boy, am I fucking miserable. This is Grandma when she was a heavier lady. Yeah. This is a weird picture. I mean, I look like a demon. I'm on like a toy tractor thing, but like, look at my face. I look soulless and dead inside. Not much different from now, but hold on, this battery's almost fucking dead. Let me plug it in. Creep me the fuck out. I creep myself out. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, folks? One more time. Look how creepy it is. Demon child. This is me in the hospital. My grandfather was dying and I'm picking my nose. It's always fun. This is very blurry, but another one of those Halloween pictures. I don't know if I'm supposed to be Captain Caveman or what, but kid's got a Batman costume on, and the kid, you know what, I'm gonna zoom in on this one. This one has a kid in a Superman costume, and the S looks way different on this. Hopefully you can tell. Like the top of the S where it ends looks very thick, unlike my penis. And that's it. How are we doing on time? Only a few minutes to go. Yes, I made it through another hour. Oh, we'll go back to the chats, see what y'all saying. I think I had some video clips, but I'll have to wait till tomorrow. Alright, let's do it. Hello, Poppy. That's okay. Happens all the time with the fucking notifications. What movie are you talking about? I see Ashley saying I love that movie. Oh, George of the Jungle? Yeah, I remember the cartoon. I never saw the movie. There was a bunch of weird, cool cartoons when I was a kid. Like, does anybody remember Turbo Teen? It was a kid that turned into a like a Trans Am or something. Really dumb. Genre Games calling me the Antichrist. Correct, correct. Scott says he used to have one of those tractors. That's funny. Jack was the name of the main character in The Shining. Danny was the kid's name. Come on. That Stonehenge is wrong, Scott. Interesting. These fucking cigarettes. Let's see. What happened? I see Scott Harrison says, shit, just read it, hope she's okay. Who's not okay or whatever. Wondering about Patrick. Must have missed something. Get naked now? No, that's for our private shows, Rockbiter. You know that. Okay, I'm going back down to the bottom. Owl, yes, that's my Illuminati owl. Patrick needs prayers. What happened to him? What did I just ask Scott before? Because now I'm forgetting already. Oh, the Stonehenge thing, I think. Oh, Pat has family issues. Okay. So what's up with the Stonehenge thing, Scotty? Just like the placement of the stones, or what? I'm coming up on the end here, folks, so if you got anything good to say, say it now. And Robert, I expect many jokes out of you now that you have all that good information. Shape of the stones, position of the stones, and the surroundings. It's not fenced off anymore. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, I not that I've ever been there or anything, but yeah, I think it's all crap anyway, but yeah, I might as well just get off anyway. Not in that way. Alright, fuckers. That's it for me. Again, I didn't work on the fucking getting the computer bullshit working. I'll try again tomorrow, but I probably won't. So, yeah. Love, light, vibration, blowjobs for everyone and all that shit. Goodbye. Love you.